Good morning, everyone. We are Group 10, and today our topic is corporate IT corruption and IT money laundering, complying dilemma in cross-border business. There are four members in our group.
Okay, let's talk about the introduction. So, first of all, why are we looking at the topic? As companies expand globally, they often face several challenges in compliance, especially in anti-corruption and anti-money laundering. Of course, compliance is a legal requirement, but at the same time, it's also very important for long-term development and reputation. Okay, now let's briefly talk about the purpose of our research. First, to understand the key legal framework related to anti-corruption and anti-money laundering. Second, look at real cases to see the problem companies meet in practice. Third, discuss the main challenge and the dilemma of cross-border compliance. And finally, the emphasize importance of building a strong company culture.
Today, I will talk about four important laws. These laws help to stop corruption and money crime in business, especially in international companies. Here are the four laws. The first law is U.S. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, or FCPA. This law stops American companies and people from giving barrels to foreign government officials. Even if the barrel happen in another country, the company can still get in trouble. The FCPA also say company must write down all money correctly in their books. The second law is German anti-corruption law. This law is strong. It says bribery is a crime not just the government but also between companies. Even if a manager in one company get money to manager in another company, it's illegal. Germany wants to make sure all businesses is fair and clean. This third law is U.S. Bank Security Act, or BSA. This law is about banks. A bank must report when someone deposits a lot of cash or if the money looks strange. The bank must tell the government by sending a report. It helps to stop money laundering, which means clean dirty or illegal money. The first law is the U.S. Patriot Act passed after 911. This law helps fight terrorism as ask bank to check who their customer are. This is called customer due diligence, or CDD. It's also ask bank to watch cross-border money to see if it's used for crime or terrorism. Okay, let's see how this does work in real life. First, Walmart. In Mexico, Walmart gave money to local officers to open new store faster, but they did not stop it or report it. This broke the FCPA though because it involved foreigner official and bad record keeping. Second, Siemens. They pay bribes in many countries like Argentina and Bangladesh. The company had a big system of corruption. In the end, Siemens paid over 1 billion in fines. This case shows how Germany punish companies that break anti-corruption laws. Third, HSBC. This bank that drugs cutters move money through their system. They did not report it even though they saw something wrong. They broke the Bank Security Act and had to pay 1.9 billion. Last, Standard Chartered Bank. This bank helped move money for people in Iran. They did not check the customer carefully. They broke the Patriot Act for pay over 600 million.
Next, I want to talk about two famous company scandals. These cases show why following the law is very important for big companies, especially in international business. The first case is about Siemens, a large company from Germany. From 2001 to 2007, Siemens gave bribes to get business contracts in countries like Argentina. Bangladesh, and Vietnam. They paid more than $1.4 billion in bribes. This is a very big number. Many government people were involved. Because of this, Siemens had to pay a $1.6 billion fine. Some company leaders quit or went to court. The company's reputation was also badly hurt. This case broke laws like the U.S. Foreign Corrupt Practices Act and the German anti-corruption law. My opinion is simple. Even strong companies can lose everything if they don't follow the rules. One bribes may bring fast success, but it can cause long-term damage to the brand. Let's look at the second case. It's about HSBC, a famous global bank. In 2012, HSBC was found helping drug money laundering for groups in Mexico and even countries like Iran. The bank system was very weak. It didn't stop or report many suspicious transactions. Because of this, HSBC paid a $1.9 billion fine and signed a special agreement with US law officers. It was listed as a high-risk bank, and its top managers had to change. The money laundering was more than $881 million, with thousands of illegal actions. This broke laws like the U.S. Bank Secrecy Act and the Patriot Act. From this case, we learned that compliance is not just a cost, it protects the company. Even a famous bank like HSBC had to pay a big price for not doing the right thing. To the end, both Siemens and HSBC clearly show us that following the law is always better than taking shortcuts. A company may break the law to earn more money or win big contracts quickly, but this kind of success is not safe or lasting. Sooner or later, the truth comes out. These companies can face hard fines, lose the public trust, and harm their image forever. In the business world, doing the right things and being honest is very important. Only by following rules can companies grow in a stable and successful way in the long term.
Hello everyone, my name is Yule and that's my part. Today I want to talk about cross-border compliance challenge in anti-corruption and anti-money laundering and then share some of my own opinions. So, doing business in different countries is not that easy. Each country has different laws and rules. This make compliance hard. Let me give you some examples. First, some action may be legal in one country, but illegal in another. For example, small payments to speed up work may be allowed in one country, but are illegal under the US law. Second, some countries enforce the law strictly, but others do not. So companies face different risks depending on where they operate. Third, there are culture differences. In some places, giving gifts is normal, but in others, it can be seen as a bribery. Language can also make legal communication difficult. Uh, the last, in some countries, workers are afraid to report problems. Without the whistleblower protection, companies may not find out about the corruption. So, cross-border compliance is not only about the law, it's also about the culture, communication, and fairness. Thank you. This slide is about my personal reflection. So, working on this topic made me reflect deeply. At first, I thought compliance was just about the paperwork or legal checklists, but now I understand it's much more than that. Compliance is also about ethics, transparency, and fairness, especially when working across the borders. It also made me realize how important it is for companies to go beyond the minimum legal requirements. In global business, building a culture of integrity can protect a company's reputation and long-term success. Personally, I now hope to work for companies that take global compliance seriously, those that are not just legally correct, but also ethically responsible and transparent in all countries they operate in. Thank you for your listening.
Alright, and her quick conclusion. In conclusion, compliance is not just about to follow the law, it's part of corporate culture in the long-term growth. Laws are becoming stricter worldwide, and non-compliance may lead to huge fines, legal action, and damage to reputation. Cross-border compliance is even more complex due to difference in laws and cultures. It's why building strong internal compliance system is so important. It helps companies manage risks, gain trust, and grow sustainable. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.